The worst burn I ever got working in a kitchen. I worked in kitchens for quite many years, but I was working at a takeout place and I was pouring French onion soup. And this rich lady went, "You can't hurry up." And I looked at her up like, "What?" And I poured it all over my hand. Oh. And then that night, and it was so painful, so painful. But so that night I was apprenticing at this restaurant to learn to cook. And I remember just going like this against my pants, and all the skin on my hand came off. It sucked so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the worst.
Those so many scars. It's hot. That was stock.
Right.
Thumb. That was scallions. Finger scallions. I cut 2 fingers off cutting scallions. Just dicing them.
You just got to be careful with scallions.
It was always scallions.
I got
By the way, scallions
inside of my hand doing lemons because I was hungover and I was cutting them. And at the end of cutting them, when they called us in for the meeting, no, what I did, even dumber than that, I just went to stab the knife into the cutting board to sit it there.
Oh my God.
And it was wet.
Uh-huh. And my hand went shoot right down the blade.
And you just stared, and for a split second, nothing happened.
A blade full of lemon juice.
And there's always, when you get yourself really good, there's this split second where you're like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And then it all goes.
You're like, oh my God. Oh my God.
That's awful.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad one. That was a bad one.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. I never got like a long one like that bad, but I took fingers off.
And you know what? I can confidently say, whenever you see a movie and the person needs to bleed on something and they do that, that is incorrect. That is so dumb because it takes so long for that to stop bleeding, and it takes so long for that to heal because you're always opening and closing your hand. Why would you ever cut a part of your hand that is always in motion?
God, I can only imagine that. That sucks.
But you see it in every movie. They're all like, "Oh, you need my blood?" It's like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Don't do that.
Yeah, and you're right. Yeah, they just
not the move.
Bleeding. Oh, it sucks.
It never stops.
People are stupid.
And you also can't Band-Aid it.
No, because the Band-Aid just folds.
Yeah. You got to wrap it.
You got to wrap.
You got to put like gauze here and then wrap it, and then you can't use your hand.
Yeah.
At all. You're like,
Yeah. Nah, dude, I worked in the kitchen. I still had to use my hand.
Right.
So I would wrap it up like whatever I fucked up because I cut myself all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have to wrap that part up and then wear a glove and rubber band the glove.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And but it would be so fucking. But it would be so tight, like you just like your hand would be dying.
Well, and then it bleeds under the glove, so you just look down and you're like,
there'd be puddles at the fingers. Like you'd hold your hand down.
Yep.
And then you'd look up and you'd see it all go down like that. And you're like, come on.
Yeah.
And then people laughing at you.
I had that and I didn't even.
They laughed like I
didn't even work in the kitchen and I did that.
Dude, I cut my finger clean off. Like one of these ones. I forgot. I think it was this one or this one. They stitched it back on. But I cut it clean off. And I'm sorry, I panicked. I went, oh my God, I cut my finger off because I'd never done it before.
Well, yeah.
It's
if any
new.
part of your body is no longer on your body.
And my nail was off. It was like I had clean cut. And so I got it taken care of. And they made me go back to work. And then as punishment, I had to clean pots. And all day they were going, because I went, oh my God, call my dad. I can't believe this happened. Because I was, younger.
Right.
And all day they were going, call my dad, my finger, call my dad, my finger. Everybody, man.
Y'all are dicks.
Let me tell you something.
If I cut my finger off, I would be losing.
I would lose
my shit.
Absolutely lose it.
Yeah.
I would lose my shit.
Like blood squirting. Like, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But the last time I did it.
I shut a folding knife on this pinky. Yeah.
So the last time my thumb right here.
Pull it out.
Not exactly round anymore because I cut a big chunk of it off. And it sucked.
Yeah.
But I was so nonchalant because at that point I was an old pro at the kitchens. I messed myself up. I cut my thumb off. I looked down at it and I just went, shit. Cut off my thumb. And everyone went, ha 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 ha. And I picked it up and went, no, look, it's gone. And then the stupid dishwasher, he threw it out.
You what?
He threw it out.
What an idiot.
Yeah, so that's like it came back kind of like I'm not.
Right,
I'm
right.
never gonna be a hand model
Wow.
regardless, but it's not like see, like it's not round.
Yeah, put that up against the camera.
Oh, all right,
It's not.
See,
So,
maybe which one? This one. All right, yeah, this one.
so can we
Not
call you
really
garbage
round.
thumb?
Maybe you can.
Actually, it came back pretty well.
It did.
I gotta
Like,
say,
it
that
really
looks
did.
pretty
Like
good.
like you can see right there. There's a big old scar. You can't see.
Yeah, I can see the
that
line.
well.
I could actually see the
I'm
line.
gonna knock on wood here. I haven't done
No, it was crazy because it was a chunk out. Like
Yeah.
kitchen things with like I have like one cut here. Like you see this like roundish scar. I don't even
Okay.
know how it happened that way. I was cutting cheese and it somehow happened. I was wasted. That's
Right,
probably why.
right.
Lots of wine.
Yeah.
Because you're eating cheese. Why wouldn't you? But I've stepped on my thumb and broke it before.
you
Wait,
stepped
what?
on your own thumb and broke
How do
it.
you
Yes.
wait? I know
Yes,
you're
I-
short, but
Stored.
Yeah.
you're not like knuckle dragging.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I might be part Sasquatch. That's
You are normally proportioned.
yeah,
no
have extra long arms.
I have short legs.
but you don't have extra long arms. It's not
No.
like
Yeah.
it's not like you get tripped up on your hands while you're walking around.
I was picking up my underwear, and I was in a rush.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on. You were picking.
I was. I was.
Oh, so you're doing this move?
this.
You were putting your own underpants on.
Nobody can see
so
that.
so I did.
you're just-
So I did 1 foot,
Oh no, I have a hole. in my
and then I
shoe,
went
think.
down.
Oh no! I'm so glad I did that. Oh no!
What happened?
I got
There's
a hole
in his shoe.
starting in my shoe. That sucks, man.
There's
I
no
went
tread
down
on
to
your
the
shoe.
floor,
there's not.
and
It's just
lifted my foot up, and stepped as I pulled up my other pant in my underwear,
Oh,
and broke my thumb.
So, okay. So, again,
Yeah.
we're putting our own underwear on,
Yes.
right? So as you are lifting your panties
Yes.
onto your legs,
Correct.
you stepped on your own thumb
Yes.
and broke it.
Yes.
So therefore, not only did you have a broken thumb, but you had the pain of a broken thumb while your underwear was not quite on.
Yeah.
Ooh, did you like do like it's like?
Oh, okay. I want the reaction.
I it hurt. It hurt like a
Right.
bitch.
Did you
Of course,
pull them
yeah.
back up before? Or
Oh
did you
yeah,
just
no,
like-
no. I pulled them up and I was like, oh,
Oh, that's the worst
Just-
thing.
yeah,
Fingertips.
Right
Oh.
hand too.
yeah. It was my
So
right
like
hand.
picking thumb.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
Ever since I started guitar, I've been so paranoid about stuff with my hands.